Last week I posted a video on the 8th anniversary of me being released from prison, and I had no idea it would get as much uh, attention as it did. I received a lot of positive feedback. I received a lot of well wishes, a lot of thank yous, a lot of me too's. And I was told when you have a platform, you should use it to encourage and uplift others. So here is my story. In March of 2010, I was working for this company. It was a bank, and I was in training, and they were teaching us how to use the system. And they had a live system, and they had a training system, and I ended up switching over, and I ended up creating a CD in the live system. It sat for a few days, and I watched it to see if they would cancel it out or do whatever to get rid of it, and they didn't. So I came up with the bright idea to go into the bank and cash the CD out. The CD was created for $88,000, and I cashed it out, getting a check for $87,999.86. 14-cent penalty for withdrawing it early. And once I got the check, I had no idea what I was going to do with it. Truthfully, I did not need the money. There was nothing I wanted. I just did it to see if I could do it. The dumbest thing I've ever done in my life. So I got the check and took it to my personal bank, and I deposited it. And a few days later, I went back to the bank and got another check for $10,000 and went and put it into another account. I did use some of the money to pay my car off. I didn't go on a shopping spree. I didn't go out and buy a bunch of stuff. It just sat because I had no idea what I was going to do with it. And one day I needed to go and make a withdrawal. And I had my girlfriend with me at the time. And we went to the Federal Building, which is where my bank, the branches of my bank was. Went to the Federal Building. I go into the building. I couldn't take my cell phone or anything like that inside. So I was just running in to get some cash. I go into the satellite office, request the funds. I can't even remember how much it was. And the lady was saying, she was like, "It's nice to see you again." So she pulls everything up and she's looking, and I see her get a little bit nervous. And she said, "Just give me a minute." She picks up the phone and she makes a phone call. But I'm standing right there in front of her. She makes this phone call, and I could see from the way she was acting that something wasn't right. So I tell her not to worry about it, and I turned around, and I start to walk out of the office, and she says, "Hey, come back." And then I start to walk faster, and she yells, "Hey, somebody stop her." I run out of the building, and there was a parking garage on the side. So I run out of the building and I go into the parking garage. Security officer is giving chase. He says, "Stop or I'll shoot." Looking back is, yeah. And I run up the stairs in the parking garage. I don't know where I'm going. So I stop and I sit down on the stairs. And I'm like, I can't run. I'm out of shape. So I sit down on the stairs and he comes up and he's out of breath because he was out of shape. I think I was more in shape than he was. So he comes and he picks me, he like tries to yank me off the stairs. I was like, wait a minute, I'm tired. And so he forcefully drags me back to the federal building, even though I was walking. Like he had to put on a show, like he caught me. And go back to the federal building. I'm being held until the police get there. Police gets there, take me into custody, take me down to the police station. Not only do they take me, but they also take my girlfriend. And she had no idea what was going on. She had no idea that I had even gotten this money. So they have both of us down there. And she is like, I have no idea what you guys are talking about. No way, no how, all of that good stuff. And I ended up telling them everything. I was like, she had nothing to do with it. She doesn't know anything. So they booked me and take me to jail. I was supposed to go to court the next morning to be released on my own recognizance. However, I missed a court date for a traffic ticket and a warrant was issued for my arrest. So I spent an extra day in there. I have totally forgot about traffic court. So I spent 2 days in jail before they released me. And I was able to go home. I had to report in once a week to let them know I wasn't flying to Egypt or anything. And that went on for months. I got a public defender, and the first offer was, I don't know, 3-4 years. And I was like, nah, that's not going to fly. And then they got it down to 2 years, and I was like, still not so much. So I went and I paid for a lawyer and ended up getting the 2 years still. So it was 2 years prison and 5 years probation. The original arrest was in March 2010. I did not actually get sentenced until I got sentenced in July of 2010. When I was sentenced, my girlfriend at the time was there. My dad, one of my really good friends, who I just told her to meet me at the courthouse. She had no idea. No one had any idea what I had done. No one would even believe what I had done. It was kept under wraps for so long that half the people didn't even know I was in prison. It was a sad day. It was a sad day when I got sentenced. I can remember being there getting strip searched, and the females making comments about who they were going to get. And I just so happened to be one of them.